Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich. As making you say, let's continue on from where we last left off. So we have invaded Canada, and we took them over, which worked out pretty well for us. The Australians have apparently landed troops over here, which I don't really appreciate. Hopefully the Canadians continue with that, because for right now, our plan is like, how do we defeat the French? Because we need to get our way over there at some point. And what I'm thinking is we could rush our way to enter the fray. Once political machine is done, Russia would enter the fray, join up with the Germans. Hopefully they say yes, and will provide like some support against the French Republic in the future. You're in the Reichspakt, which does give you theoretically a border with the Entente. It sucks that Middle Africa capitulated, because if they were still alive, it would have helped us out greatly. I'm trying to think. Okay, so. Because we don't have any, like, friendly territory over here. And that's kind of the issue. Like, we can kind of, like, leapfrog our way from, like, the West Indies Federation. How many sea zones is that, too? I mean, it's 2. But they're pretty well defended. Like, my navy right now. How much power does that project out here? 4,800. Okay, so clearly not better than 11,000. Unfortunately, maybe with full air support we can probably get it done. That's about it. So an invasion is difficult to say the least. I'm not too sure exactly what the best way to go about it is. You're still down here. I mean, they don't have a port, so all these Portuguese troops are just going to kind of die. You are pierce. They want the anti-air. What we're going to do is we are going to division design. We're going to make a brand new division, and we're going to go for medium. Basically, we're just going to get like a 40 with a medium tanks because it works out pretty well. And again, as the United States, American United States, whatever you want to call it, you have a lot of industrial capacity. We don't want a heavy tank. We only want mediums. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this. But it's the way that I'm doing it. By the way, how much is the anti-airs are 3 size, I think? Or are they also 2? We'll remove 37, 38. Remove one of you. We'll say this is as it is. We'll start training up, a ton of them. Say 10 rows of these tanks. And then we're going to go for the medium tanks. Put them above the aircraft. A full factory's worth of them. And then we're going to go for the artillery. Let's just say 5, because we don't need as many of these guys. I'm trying to think, like, is there anything we can actually cut down on for right now? And I don't really think so. Like, we could cut down aircraft, but that's, I think, not really in our best interest. We can fight the terrorists, which of course we're absolutely going to do. It's going to take us a while, because we actually do need a decent amount of political power, and right now, political power, it's not great. Schism in our share of the societies. Towns that are big. I mean, I need the political power so I can fight the terrorist. So we'll do both of these for now. They are raiding our convoys, which I don't appreciate. How many ships are on our coastline? Not enough for us not to be able to, for us to attack them. Let's move our ships over here. We're making just like a bunch of submarines as well. Because submarines, I think, are just like always just kind of good. That's like my 2 cents about it. How is... I mean, they have, I guess, they have Victoria as a port. You take over this province, they won't. I mean, whatever Australia is doing doesn't matter too much. I liked it better when you kill Canada, the Entente just kind of falls apart as a faction. It did definitely save us time in the past. By the way, are you all Austrian puppets? You are. Bulgaria didn't actually get, I think, anything. I guess I got Thessalonica. But they didn't really get anything out of the war, which is unfortunate for them, even though they did fight a decent part of that. So in a few weeks, you will be at war with the Germans. Again, we're going to be in the same situation where we don't really have... I mean, does Canada have any ships? I doubt it, right? They get kind of all deleted. Yeah, when you annex them. I guess Austria actually is joining the Austrian faction as well, so they are actually looking incredibly strong right now. And, Peru's joined a faction. A lot of bombing still. Not much we can do about that. We're back into the world stage. I mean, still negative 19% stability, 0% war support. Just don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Apparently, we're also in an offensive combat. I would argue that we're probably fighting an offensive war right now. By the way, are you in the Third Internationale? You're not, but you probably will be. So we're going to throw you down there. And all of our troops that are militias, you're just going to become regular infantry divisions. Because the militias are garbage. We don't want them. So do something like this. Organization first. I mean, we could get Panzer Expert, because we are going to be going with, like, definitely we'll get some tanks. Entrenchment speed. I mean, you know, let's get it, because we're going to want it in the future anyways. Planning speed, supply consumption, max planning. Everything I can do with my individual generals. You're not having the panzers. You can't do anything, so why even glow for me? Infantry expert, of course, we always want that. Makeshift bridge, I think, is like a pretty decent upgrade to have. I'm just going to go for infantry expert. And you know what? Camouflage expert can be pretty useful. And I guess, you know what? We'll go for charismatic on you. And I think it's pretty okay for now. I guess the rest of you are just going to kind of be on fallback lines around the coastline, just in case they decide to invade again. Which they probably will. The truth about Hugo Black. Who are you? Coattails. Check his past associations. That he's a clan member. We got resource gain efficiency. We lose group population. We lose political power. I mean, I really can't afford to not have political power right now. You are taking some territory off the Canadians. Again, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever the Australians do. I mean, how many men does Australia have? I know you looked at this. 420, nice. I mean, India, we're also worth them, but I think they're kind of less significant. I mean, we get the war propaganda against the... Why did I spend my political power like that? We could do that anyways, I guess, because I've already clicked the button. You guys down here also fighting. We're technically at war with the Homie as well. I'm trying to think. You're at war with a lot of people. Got the anti-air. 1942 artillery, probably a little bit expensive. We'll go for the 1940 support equipment. And we'll go back to our tanks. Oh no, the anti-air is only worth 1. Okay, that's fine. So do this and then get 2 of you. Save that. Supply you, soft attack. I think you have like no HP and like no organization, but that's okay. We don't need that. Probably. So we'll also start producing up the anti-air. Again, we don't need that many of you. And in construction, like right now we're spending all of our time rebuilding things. We're not going to do that. We're going to spend our time building some upgrades. We can actually start producing stuff in the north as well. They actually have all like the industry benefits. So we'll like rebuild the north, get the military factories up. Like we have 102 civilian, which is, as far as I'm concerned, more than you actually need. Especially considering like we're still on civilian economy, we're still on volunteer only. Like we are going to need to change that for sure. And it's going to take a while. Okay, so you are now going to be in the second Weltkrieg. France has declared war on the Germans. Not a huge surprise. Italy showing the Internationale. Okay, you guys who prepare to invade the South. Because I think Central America probably is going to join the war. I mean, we'll see. And if they do join the war, we want to be able to send our troops all the way down right away. I don't think there's anybody else around here that would join the Internationale. So we're pretty safe, I would say. What are you doing? You're still just hanging out? Like, once we join the International, or once we join the Reichspakt, you should be able to leave. Assuming you are in the Reichspakt. No, you're actually not in a faction at all, so... I'm not too sure why you are necessarily here. I mean, Switzerland being in the Internationale is kind of horrible for us. Since it looks like the French have already made like a big breakthrough. Like, how they already pushed their way this far. And also only like 2 provinces, but the AI almost never makes that amount of progress. Back on the world stage. Enter the fray. Allows us to join the Reichspakt. Like, I don't know if Germany... I mean, will they say no that we're at war because we're at war with the Entente? I mean, maybe. We'll send you guys up here. Send you up here as well. And it's not going to take that long. All things considered, it's only going to take like a month and a half. And at that point, we can start doing more of these focuses. Try to reduce our penalty as much as we possibly can. Getting a war support to be anything would be good. I mean, we're at 19%. I mean, world tension's high, so I'm guessing that's what it is. Trade conflicts are being raided. More popularity for our party. 2 Sicilies join the Reichspakt. Okay, so that's all fine and good. It's more infantry upgrades. Upgrade our rifles. I mean, we have 105,000 just kind of sitting in a storage. Of course, we're going to go up to early mobilization. Use more of our civilian factories for military purposes. And then, of course, we're going to go to enter the fray. Because Forces America, kind of just like, I don't know why you would ever do that. Like, as a player, why would you ever take, like, the least fun option? I don't know. It seems like a strange choice to me, but... I mean, France has taken a lot of territory off of our little West Indies Federation faction friend. Which is a shame. I mean, sending troops to Germany is going to be nice. Because once we join the faction, because we can then quickly just invade over the Mediterranean Sea. Which we would definitely like to do. If I can just send my entire army over to Germany, I will. Are you in the... What's Ireland doing? You're not in any faction. Which is a shame, because I actually would have really liked it for you to be in the Reichspakt so I can invade the British. But that's okay. I'm going to get the Portuguese out of here. I mean, like, what can you do? Like, you can just, like, give up. You don't need to be fighting this war anymore, Portugal. Or France, or, like, any of you guys, really. Like, you have a more common enemy. Actually, what can Canada even do, like, Operation... No, because you're not a faction leader, so you actually can't do anything on your own, which is fine. Will France do it? I mean, they can. But will they? I don't know. We'll just have to kind of see. So Portugal's going to get out of here. Well, we are a pretty large country. Like, that's why I think... You know what? Even though it's 383 days, we'll get the research anyway, so we have the boost for it. Even though we're at war with the Entente. The Entente isn't strong. Like, do I already outnumber the Entente? Yes. All of my little faction members combined, we already outnumber the Entente. Taking less casualties than them. Sniper selection. Sure, we'll do you. And actually, before we start producing any of these medium tanks, we probably want to spend all of our points making you better. Let's boost our reliability. Crank out the engine. Let's get some more armor on it as well. Yeah, there we go. That seems fine. Let's build up a handful of you guys. Well, again, once we have the factories actually do so. Do we have enough artillery? The answer is no. We're missing 6.5 thousand tanks, which I would consider to be a decent amount. But now Russia is at war with the Reichspakt. It does make things a little bit more complicated, for sure. But I still think it's in our best interest to join the Reichspakt. Mostly just so we can invade the French. Both Frances, I guess, actually. Okay, so I send you guys down here. Like Central America, like, I mean, you can join the International. We know that. But, like, will you? Doing a step forward. I mean, joining the International is all the way down here. So it's going to take you a few months to do so. But I still think, like, 12 divisions is probably enough just to kind of kill you. And our regular infantry divisions, by the way. Being used as garrison. You are only an 18 stack. Which isn't ideal. What am I doing? I'll move this. So making it to like a 20 with the artillery. We'll save that. We're now missing 7.8 thousand artillery. But that's okay. What does the medium? Do the medium tanks take artillery? No, they just take medium tanks. Fair enough. Thank you, Mexico, for the 4 total artillery. I know you probably shouldn't be like changing your like templates in the middle of a war, but I'm not really too concerned about it. So we can get you guys killed. We're missing 7.8 thousand. South Africa has joined the Entente. The one time they actually joined the Entente, it's to fight me, but I find to be a little bit strange, but okay. So Germany, how are you doing, by the way? I mean, it looks like... I mean, I would like to probably send troops actually to Italy. No. Maybe? Can I do more of the... Okay, no, these are almost done. I mean, I know you did place in our world. But you did go with We Stand Alone, huh? Well, Spain. I feel like that is the wrong choice, and I do not like that you took it. If you could have done anything else, I would have approved. But you made the objectively wrong choice. So not a fan. Ukraine is probably going to get killed. Because they're completely cut off from the Reichspakt in general. I mean, I'm just surprised how you've lost so much territory. You come known as the United States, or we get other political power. I mean, you know what? Well, let's keep our current flag and our current name, please and thank you. We're immediately going to go up to... I mean, what are we at? We're at 4.9. We are losing manpower right now. So we'll go up to limited conscription. So we actually are not losing as much. Can I fight the terrorists again? Not quite, but soon. We'll delete you for now. I know we have... How many planes do we have in reserve? A decent amount. We'll just kind of deploy whatever planes we have. I don't care if we're going to go over the limit. That's not the point right now. The point is just to get the planes onto the field. Get the naval bombers. I mean, I know these for like carriers. I don't know if we actually have any carriers right now. We do have 2 scout planes though, so I don't know if that's good or not. Okay, so that was 1,200 planes. That should put us up to 2.3 thousand aircraft. How does that compare to most of these other countries, by the way? More than Germany, more than France, more than the British. So basically, we have more planes than everybody, which I do appreciate. I guess right now you guys are just going to be hanging out over here. We're like strike force on our borders. 12,000 strength down here, huh? I mean, only attack, Well, went at low risk, at least for right now. Okay, so we can enter the fray. Of course, we want to do... more mobilization is nice. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go for new democracy. Are we also getting this modified? It's also modified to 27%. So, yeah, we do have some problems with a lot of different fields, I would say. Okay, so we actually can't join the Reichspakt. I mean, what are the Syndicalists? We're not at peace. So what I'd have to do is declare war on the Commune of France myself. How long will that take? 30 days? We're going to do it because I do want to join the Reichspakt ASAP. Got a lot of aircrafts. Of course, we can send those straight to Germany in the future. Like, again, guys, we don't need to be fighting this war. Like, I'm fine piecing out at this point. I mean, thankfully, Canada actually has some decent troops. They can actually defend themselves, which is more than your AI allies typically can do, especially after you've puppeted them. The keep fighting the Socialist and the Federalist. They're now both at strong. And I think, again, there's, like, what, 4 levels? So it's going to take a while to get the penalties to completely go away. 7.8 thousand. 2,993 days, huh? I mean, I think at this point we kind of cut aircraft production. Do something like this. Also do need to start pumping out the artillery as well. So we're making 3.7 a day. I know this is being modified probably by yeah, devastation from the World War, or for the Civil War, I should say, which is less than ideal. Lithuania is already capitulated, huh? Well, I mean, Finland, you're on the Reichspakt. France declared war on the Netherlands. Just because, you know, why not, I guess. So they're probably going to end up joining the Reichspakt. We'll probably put the Dutch Indies into the Reichspakt. Japan, what are you doing, by the way? You're fighting the Philippines? Okay. Seems like an okay use of your time. I mean, at some point, I'm pretty sure Austria's going to end up getting involved in the war. I just don't know when that actually is going to be. Ukraine's doing better than I would have expected. But still, like, not great. Yeah, well, ignore these planes for now. Okay, go to here. Britain's declared war on the Irish. But, like, are you going to join a faction? Or are you going to end up joining the Germans? Because, again, are you joining up with Germany? I mean, I guess I can actually get this military access through you once we're actually at war. And you are ready in tomorrow. Okay. Now, I mean, that works out pretty well for me. We got our goal. We're going to immediately declare war on the French. We're going to immediately try to join the Reichspakt. And we have joined the Reichspakt. And I think with that, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everyone for watching. My name is Ansem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If not, enjoy, thumb down. Subscribe, and goodbye.